What's going on, guys? Psycho Killer here, and it's about fucking time. We are 11 days out from the drop of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online's expanded and enhanced on the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5. Rockstar has finally given us a little bit more news. So what do we know so far? So far, March 15th, this is the drop date on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. It'll be free on PlayStation 5 for the first 3 months. You got character transfer, 4K resolution, 60 frames per second, improved texture, HDR options, ray tracing, faster load times, 3D audio, visual detail enhanced for story mode, and that's pretty much all they've given us at this point. But they did just drop a Newswire, and that's what we're going to take a look at in this video. We're going to read through the Newswire. We're going to break down what's happening in the Newswire, what's being said. And yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get to it.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So first and foremost, first thing we see in the Newswire is this picture from behind the Vinewood sign in Vinewood Hills, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is a reskin, obviously. We expected some reskinning, and for those of you that are wondering, it does look like the Mile High Club building is still being built. So Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online coming March 15th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Transfer story mode progress now, plus first details on GTA Online profile migration. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online arrive for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S on March 15th, delivering the action-packed blockbuster story mode adventure and the dynamic, ever-evolving world of Grand Theft Auto Online to the latest generation consoles with a host of improvements for new and returning players. These new versions of GTA 5 and GTA Online introduce high-end PC visuals to the console experience, with new graphic modes featuring up to 4K resolution, a frame rate of 60 FPS, improved texture quality, HDR, blah blah blah, the things we just went over that we already knew that they were going to have, as well as immersive 3D audio and support for platform-specific features and more. So Grand Theft Auto 5, this is talking about the story mode. Experience the interwoven stories of Franklin, Michael, and Trevor across the sun-soaked metropolis of Los Santos and the backwoods countryside of Blaine County in greater detail than ever before, with stunning all-new levels of visual detail, which we also already knew that we were going to get a reskin of the story mode and of the online mode. It says, choose from one of 3 detailed new graphic settings to tailor your gameplay experience for what matters most to you. Fidelity mode is turned for the highest visual quality and targets 30 FPS. In this mode, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X support native 4K resolution with ray tracing enabled, while Xbox Series S supports upscale 4K resolution. Performance mode is tuned for the more responsive gameplay experience and targets 60 FPS. In this mode, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X support upscaled 4K resolution, while the Xbox Series S supports a resolution of 1080p. In addition, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X have Performance RT mode, which is ray tracing, hybrid of the Fidelity and Performance mode, supporting upscaled 4K resolution with ray tracing enabled and targeting 60 FPS. So it sounds a lot like what they did with the definitive edition of the trilogy. You got 3 different options to go with. I would say that the Performance RT is what I would use if you're on Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5. Here's another shot in downtown Los Santos with the new, this looks like it's got the ray tracing on. The graphics look pretty good, so hopefully it's really worth the money if you're on Xbox and have to pay for it and you didn't have it on the Xbox One. These new versions also offer across-the-board improvements, including faster loading times, increased population and traffic variety, increased vegetation density, improved lighting quality across shadows, water reflections, and other elements, plus improved anti-aliasing, motion blur, highly detailed new explosions, fire, and much more. So again, it's just a lot of graphics upgrades. They did say they added more population, more traffic, different types of traffic instead of the same cars over and over again. and a bunch of other visual upgrades, which is going to be the basis of it. Everybody knows and knew that it was going to be mostly visual enhancements. There's also new levels of responsiveness with haptic feedback and dynamic resistance via the adaptive triggers on PlayStation 5's DualSense wireless controller, adding new sensations to weather effects, directional damage, rough road surfaces, explosions, and much more. Platform-specific features also include immersive audio using Tempest 3D positional audio on PlayStation 5 and spatial sound on Xbox Series X and S. So again, with your vibrations in your controller and in your headset, it's just going to be more awesome, I guess. You're going to feel it more in the controller, more differences in the different types of terrain that you're driving on. The 3D sounds, again, is something that's been offered on PlayStation 5. And Xbox Series X and S. GTA Online, the massive and unrivaled experience of GTA Online, with an unprecedented 8+ years worth of gameplay additions delivered across over 40 unique updates, will continue to evolve with the power of PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. This new generation of GTA Online includes a range of new vehicles and a new addition to the Los Santos car meet, How's Special Works, which we also knew about that as well. How Special Works encompasses best-in-class vehicle upgrades, a new class of races using specifically modified vehicles, and a weekly rotation of How Special Works time trials, along with a premium test ride where you can get behind the wheel of these newly modified vehicles for free. In addition to access being included as part of Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA Online will also now be available for the first time as a standalone title for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Plus, for the first 3 months from launch, GTA Online will be available to download and keep for free for PlayStation 5 players, making it easier than ever before for new players to experience everything GTA Online has to offer. And new players might need more than just a pistol in their belt strap to survive Los Santos, so we're introducing a new career builder feature designed expressly for new players or anyone who wants to reset their character and get a fresh start. To get an introductory leg up in the criminal world of Southern San Andreas with this system, you will get $4 million windfall to select essentials, including business, properties, vehicles, and weapons. Furthermore, GTA Online for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S has an assortment of new quality of life improvements, including a newly designed introduction and tutorial for new players, a new front-end main menu that allows you to jump directly into free mode, heists, race, adversary modes, and the latest featured weekly event content, and more. Look at those explosions. Story mode and GTA Online character transfers. PS4 and Xbox One players will be able to transfer both their GTA 5 story mode progress and their current GTA Online characters and progression to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, or across console platforms with a one-time migration for each. So this is a first. We're actually able to go from the Xbox to PlayStation, from PlayStation to Xbox, for the first time in GTA Online history. Starting today, players can begin transferring their story mode progress by uploading a save to the Rockstar Games Social Club. To begin this process, enter GTA 5 on your current console account and go to the Game tab of the pause menu. From there, select the Upload Save Game option. Please note, you can only store one game save per platform at a time, and saves will remain available to download for 90 days. Players with Rockstar Games Social Club account will also be able to migrate their GTA Online character progress to PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S on March 15th upon loading up the game on either of these new consoles. This migration includes any characters, GTA cash, progression, stats, vehicles, properties, weapons, clothing, and player-created jobs. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online will be available digitally on March 15th through the PlayStation 5 console store and the Microsoft Store, with a pre-purchase and preload beginning on March 8th. And physical releases coming in April. Stay tuned for more details. For GTA Online platform migrations, purchased GTA Cash can only be transferred between platforms of the same family, PS4 to PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series. All earned GTA Cash will transfer regardless of the platform. So if you purchased a shark card basically on the PlayStation, you can't take that cash with you to GTA Online on the Xbox and vice versa. So basically, any amount of money that you earned, you can keep. If you purchased it with a shark card, you can't transfer consoles. And that's it for the Newswire. What do we got to go from? Nothing. We still have nothing. We know about the character transfer. We know about the story mode progress transfer is now available. We know nothing else. It's visual upgrades, audio upgrades, a little bit of content, more traffic, more population. So I'm still in the same boat with you guys. I just want to break down this Newswire, let you guys know what it said. Hopefully we get some good news before the version drops and we're not completely surprised. But hey, can we get a thumbs up down below for the screenshots? Come on now. The gameplay screenshots, I mean, the visual alone is amazing. So yeah, that's it for this. I just want to relay that information to you guys. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn your notifications on. And as always, I will see you on the flip side.